you can't have success without failure. We'll come back to that in a moment. But let me say a word about Donald Trump since you raised it so beautifully. I said over a year ago that this presidential race, Lawrence, was going to be the ugliest, the nastiest, the most divisive, and the most racist in the history of this republic. I did not know that race to the bottom would begin so quickly. One can disagree with the Tea Party.
Why did you see this coming?
I saw it coming because it's pretty clear, given how the Tea Party has acted, given that Donald Trump is now playing to the worst in the Tea Party, that this would be possible. I don't want to demonize or cast aspersion on the Tea Party broadly. I believe that there's a certain angst that many people in that entity feel, and I share that angst about government. I don't believe that it's the solution to reduce government. Government does have a role to play. We got to figure out we can figure out and debate what that role is. But there have been some antics that they've engaged in that made it clear to me, showing up at rallies with guns and the Secret Service, working overtime to protect this president, more threats against his life than any president in the history of the nation, indeed presidents combined. So the evidence was pretty clear that they would do anything and say anything in order to make sure that he does not get reelected. And this is not a campaign commercial for Barack Obama. It is to say that we live in a nation where we've got to get back to some sense of civility. I thought after Arizona that there may be a moment here, Lawrence, where we could talk really about having civil discourse in this country. But Donald Trump is playing to the worst fears, the worst anxieties, the worst race baiting that I've ever seen in a campaign. When he suggests that Obama is the worst, will go down as the worst president in history. You know how many bad presidents we've had? And this guy's 2 years in, he's regarded as the worst president. It's a bunch of nonsense. But one last thing beyond Donald Trump. I'm disappointed, Mr. Trump. I think, frankly and respectfully, this is beneath him. I had Michael Bloomberg, the mayor of this city, on my program on PBS last night. He